For almost every complex organism on Earth, biology enforces a strict rule. Cellular development only moves in one direction. When an animal grows, blank stem cells branch out into specialized roles like muscle or skin cells. Once assigned, they are permanently locked into that identity. Because they cannot reverse course, these cells eventually wear out, degrade, and stop dividing, causing the body's physical breakdown. This irreversible specialization makes aging and eventual death a standard biological constraint for complex life. But somewhere in the world's oceans, there is a transparent creature that ignores this constraint. You could swim right past it and never realize it was there. This is Turritopsis dohrnii. It is barely the size of your fingernail, and scientists usually refer to it simply as the immortal jellyfish. Unlike every other animal, it does not die of old age. It lacks the internal biological clock that forces its body to age and expire.
The question is how a fragile, fingernail-sized organism successfully bypasses the biological expiration date that governs every other living thing. This jellyfish doesn't stay in a healthy adult state forever. Like anything else, it faces starvation, sudden shifts in water temperature, or physical attacks from predators. When most animals face these fatal stressors, they die. But when this jellyfish is pushed to the brink, it initiates a biological reset sequence. Its body treats severe physical trauma as a signal to completely reboot its entire system. This reboot is driven by a cellular process called transdifferentiation. Adult cells lose their fixed identity, reverting back into an early, flexible state. Millions of cells do this simultaneously, collapsing the adult structure into a formless mass. This mass settles on the ocean floor and sprouts into a polyp colony, the infant jellyfish stage. This newly formed infant is not an offspring. It is genetically identical to the adult that just dissolved. The creature has effectively walked backward down its own biological timeline to start its exact life over again. While ageless, the creature is not invincible. It can still be eaten by sea turtles or killed by disease before it has a chance to trigger its reset. However, in laboratory settings, where external threats are removed, scientists have watched the same genetic organism cycle between adult and polyp dozens of times. Its survival is not dictated by the passage of time, but by its ability to avoid external harm. This leads researchers to a specific question: why can this jellyfish execute a biological loop while humans remain on a linear path? In 2022, researchers gained a new level of insight when they fully sequenced the immortal jellyfish's genome. This chart shows how its genome compares to other species. The Turritopsis dohrnii column on the left contains significantly more copies of genes dedicated to DNA repair and stem cell renewal. Scientists are now studying these genetic switches to see if similar mechanisms could be used to inform human regenerative therapies. By mapping these cellular pathways, researchers are investigating how biological aging might be slowed or managed, using this jellyfish as a specific genetic map for future study.